friends, Carl Scanias here. Listen, I'm taking this time to shoot this video because some friends of mine asked me to share some of the things that I'm doing when I'm playing in terms of technique, and I don't mind doing that. I love being any kind of help that I can be. Uh, so let's jump right into it. One of the things that I love is the big sounding chords when I play. And a lot of times I'll walk those chords out down the keyboard. Things like that is real good for introductions. And even endings. So I do that a lot. Real simple process, just different inversions of the same chord. Um, Another thing I do when I play, if I'm feeling a little jazzy and want to express that, um, outlining chords. I love that. And it's a real simple, real easy process. If I'm playing same key, C sharp, playing a nice little simple pattern, starting maybe on an F minor 7, what I'll do is I'll take the notes in that chord in my right hand and play it in the form of a scale. Also taking notes out of the scale in the key that I'm playing in and tying it all together. You know, just different inversions of that chord. And just tying it all together with other notes out of the scale of the key that I'm playing in. Real simple process. Again, just different inversions of the same chord, and maybe arpeggiated chords. Real simple stuff. Real simple stuff. Another little thing I love to do when I'm playing, I will take the top note of the chord in my right hand and I'll double that note in my left hand. Gives it a nice jazzy sound. If I'm playing a G flat, major 7 chord, that F on the top, I'll double that in my left hand. Arpeggiated chords again, and that's the whole of it. There's no real trick to it. Uh, it's really just basic stuff. Is fundamental finger exercises that you learn when you first begin to play, and you take all those little things that you learn when you first begin to play, and you master those things, and you work them into the music as you play it, as you play the music. And you try to keep it, you work real hard to try to keep it from sounding like you're just playing a bunch of chords and scales and arpeggiated chords and that kind of thing. You want it to sound like music. You want it to be pleasing to the ear. And it need to be a conversation to the listener. That's what you should be thinking in terms of when you're playing. Having a conversation with the listener. So definitely keep that in mind. But my playing is real simple. There's nothing complicated about it. I love to take things like diminished chords and do little runs with them. I love that. Again, just outlining the chord, that's all. The thing is how creative you can be with that. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. So there's no real trick to it. I knew I was asked about this little lig scale, whatever you want to call it. When I'm doing this, I'm thinking chromatic. There's nothing complicated about it. If we started, say, on C, what I'll do is I'll move up a whole step and then chromatically move backwards a whole step, and just move right up the keyboard that way. Now, if you notice, I'm skipping certain notes. You don't necessarily have to play every note in the scale. Sometimes the actual skipping of notes give what you're playing character. So it's okay to skip notes. What you're looking for is character, is a certain sound, a certain feel. That's what you're looking for, and you orchestrate what you do to get that sound. Again, starting on D, going to D flat, back to C, then going up to E, E flat, then to D. Skip F. We don't start on F and go down to E flat. Skip F and go to G and walk back down chromatically to F, like this. Then go on up to A, go on up to B, go on up to D, skipping C, and basically you're back home. And one thing about playing is very repetitious. Once you go so far, what you're doing is only going to start over. So once you get to an octave, you can basically say to yourself, start over, and you do that same thing all the way up the keyboard. Start over, start over, start over. And you can do that all the way up the keyboard. Same thing coming down. Same notes that I'm skipping going up, I'm skipping coming down. Now that pattern was just a little bit different, but it's the same concept. It's the same concept. There you have it, folks. There's a couple of other little things that I do. Basically, what I do when I play is I try to incorporate everything I've learned over the years into my playing. Because when people listen to you play, that's what they're listening to. They're not listening to chords and licks and scales or whatever that you just learned or that you've been working on for the past few weeks. What they're listening to is the sum total of your learning throughout the years. And that's what you want to present when you play. So don't despise the day of small beginnings. Those little things that you learned in the beginning, you still incorporate those things in your playing today. And your listener will definitely appreciate it. Hey, if I can be of any more help, don't hesitate to holler at me. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later.